Oh wow, look at that. Haiti hi, Haiti ho. It's Friday, don't you know? We're back here for Hardmic. And joining me tonight in a co-host position, but only for a few segments, is the man facing William Stilliam at Resurgence. Mr. Swifty, the boy.
Wait, what? What happened? Sorry, I didn't hear that. I'm currently inside of my van through surveillance, so
I, I
I'm not
just
sure what's going on.
I understand. I understand you're in your van. Hello.
The family van,
Can
by
you
the way. The family
can,
van. It's not
yes, the
weird.
family
It's
van.
the
Yes, can you
family
hear
van.
me?
Lions knows
Can
about
you
the
can
family van.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll ask Lions in the future when I want to talk to him again. Stupid bastard left me. Okay. So can you hear me, Mr.
Uh,
Swift? Can you hear me?
what was that?
Okay. Yeah. This is gonna be a fucking dumpster fire.
What
So
about
let's go to
dumpsters?
our. Okay. Let's go to our first. Let's go to our first guest. You can mute Mr. Swift. I can handle this. Thank
Okay!
you. Oh gosh, this is awful. Connections trash. Okay. Firstly, I'd like to interview the two men that made an impact and made sure violence was set onto COH, Mr. Carter Blackwell, and his partner, Dave Henderson.
What up?
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
So now that you're on home turf, let's
Hmm.
talk shit about the Texas boys.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
The Texas boys. Next.
Oh man. Do you respect them at all?
Why are they calling on about their home? I'm really confused. I'm really confused. Was it because G was meant to be the heart and soul of it? When was he the heart and soul of on about?
I don't I
Please tell
don't
me.
I don't have an answer for you, sadly.
Nothing lasts forever. Why would there even be a fucking heart and soul of on about? Okay?
Yeah.
On about's a company. On about's a show.
Yeah.
There is no heart and soul.
Yes.
But
Now what are you
just
feeling?
going back, hang on. Just going back to Swift. Do you think he's got like free candy painted on the side of that van? I feel like he's the type of guy to have free candy spray painted on the side of that
See,
van.
now, I mean, so the family van he has no windows besides the two, the driver's side and the passenger, the other front seat. So like that's creepy. But it is a family
That
van.
fits Swift, so makes sense. It's fine. This is all fine because you
No,
can't hear us
I
anyway.
don't think he
Oh,
would.
shit.
I don't think he'd have free candy. He'd have free turkey. Come on now, this is Swift. He likes
Oh
his
yeah, big
turkey.
turkey guy Ryan Swift.
Yeah, he
You're
likes
right.
to make sure people have their turkeys.
Big turkey lurkey guy. The boy, Swifty. So now I can make it official. It'll be Cutthroat Inc. versus Texas Boys at Resurgence. Do you have any parting words to say to the Tejas boys?
Dave, you can do this one, mate. Or not? Not? You don't
Or
feel like it?
not.
That's cool.
I mean,
Alright.
I don't know what to say there. It's a bit weird when you're talking about them. You don't have G yelling at you. Feels a bit weird. But I mean, I hope that they're big fans of Fred Durst, big Fred Durst guys, big Limp Bizkit guys, because we'll be sure to introduce them to Fred Durst, especially G. I'm
Sometimes-
looking forward to introducing him to Fred Durst.
Yeah, just gotta break stuff, and by stuff we mean their faces. Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me too.
Hey, Tone, can I just bring up something real quick?
Of course.
No, alright. If you're going to go onto the show and you're gonna fucking promo and you're gonna try and work yourself into a match that's not gonna fucking happen, don't waste your time. If you're gonna go in there and try and bring my name up to bring up your star rate, it ain't gonna happen. The only way that you are going to be in the ring with me, APH, is when you put those tag team titles on the line. Because that is all I'm interested in, is tag team wrestling. And that's all I got to say about that, bitch.
Well then, Yeah, it was a spicy edition with Carter Blackwell and Dave. Excited for Dave's match next week as he faces my next panelist, Mr. Donovan Frost. Hello.
How's it going?
It's going great.
Ooh, my little pork chop!
You're facing him next week.
Okay, he's still my little pork chop.
All right.
So-
And I also say this, Carter, don't worry. Once the Even Flow gets the championships, we'll be sure to give you guys a title shot.
But I mean, if you do win, we are kind of due one, because we did beat you guys.
Yeah, that is true. But going back to my opponent for next week, APH. Oh man, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of want to see him face to face because I got a couple things I want to say to him personally.
Maybe I'll give you some free time on the microphone next week, probably before your match with Dave. But let me ask you something. So, coming back to Honor Bound, you had said before, like, this is your home, and you're very happy to be here. So do you have any singles title aspirations? Or are you all focused on...
Honestly, I've thought about that going back to Honor Bound. Open weight championship's not a thing anymore. We got the North American Championship now, so I've seen that. I've seen the title scene there. Josh Wolf, he was a hell of a champion when he had that belt, and obviously a title that I've always been looking at, the world title. It's always been someone that's always been on my mind, but I just can never really get to there. But honestly, for right now, I think I kind of want to just focus on the tag team stuff with Huey at the moment. Even Flow just came back together. I think that would kind of be pretty disrespectful to him and probably many of the fans if I just thought about going straight back to singles competition, going for singles gold rather than try to reclaim tag team gold like we were hoping to once we came back into Honor Bound and got tag team title shots. So honestly, I have thought about it, but for right now, I think I'm mostly focused on tag team competition and trying to become tag team champions again with Huey.
That's great. That's great. So, next week we'll be winding down. We're getting closer and closer to the premium live event of Resurgence. And you said you wanted to speak to APH, and I will give you that time on the show next. And you'll probably hear from him later. So, Mr. Frost, I want to thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you're ready and prepared to wrestle your little pog champ next week.
I am absolutely ready.
Oh, look at that. We like to see it. So, up next, I have someone I think I want to hear from. One of the men who couldn't win tonight in the Fatal 4-Way elimination match, Mr. Mike Angel. Mr. Angel.
Yo. Oh. First things first, I would like to say thank you for the opportunity to grace my presence in this Fatal 4-Way. Opportunity plus one. I appreciate it.
You gotta say that. I get paid.
It's taken me.
You didn't say it. Say the thing.
Say what thing? Daddies and ladies.
Yeah. No. Opportunity. Say that.
Opportunity.
God damn it. Okay, go ahead.
Opportunity. Is that what you want me to tell you? Is that what you want? Anyways, daddies and ladies. I appreciate it. Thank you. The motivation. Thank you, guys. Yes, the Sus World Order, yes, in Sus we trust, was denied the opportunity. I've lost. Evan Dynamic has lost. But it comes with a lesson learned. We just have to do better. And daddies and ladies, Sus bound, as in honor bound, Mike Angel and Evan Dynamic are going to do better. for the Fatal 4-Way match, the competitors, you guys did awesome. The winner, Baltimore, congratulations, you deserve it. It just pains me, it just hurts my heart that I was just this close to getting it, but I couldn't get the job done. But that's fine. And that's all good and dandy, because the Sus God has his back against the wall. Evan Dynamic has his back against the wall. Our career is all about having our backs against the wall, and we prevail time in and time out. Tag team goal, we have not reached and we have not gotten. But it's a new year, new flow, new Sus God, new Evan Dynamic. You see the hair, you see his gear, you see how we look. We look delicious. But Sus bound, honor bound, you haven't seen the last of us. One day, you will see the Sus God carry gold, whether it be World Heavyweight Champion, whether it be Tag Team Gold. Doesn't matter. You will see Evan Dynamic win some gold around here too. It's just, we're getting close. So keep believing in us. Keep doing what you do, daddies and ladies, because let's be real. I am the Sus God, the Sus King, the Sus One, the iconic, the psychotic, the exotic. The man that fucks your mama's body while your excuse me, wife waits her turn in the lobby. Future champion, future Hall of Famer, soon to be. Mike Angel. Now that right there, Tone. Damn it, Swift is not here.
No, he's not.
Now that right there, Tone, is too sus.
I like that. I like that energy. I like that. It's fantastic to have you on my show, and I know for sure that you will see gold soon enough. Now, let me bring in another man who was supposed to be in the match. Not sure what happened. Mr. Wolf, hello.
Hold it. Where is he? Where the fuck is he, Tone?
He's already left the building.
Find him and tell him that I'm gonna rip his fucking spine out.
Well, Mr. Wolf, I understand. You know, you're angry about a missed opportunity. But
It's not the opportunity, Tone. It's not the opportunity that I'm pissed off about. It's that he didn't look me in the face when he did it. If you're gonna come after me, look me in the eyes. You're a coward, Blade. And I'm gonna find you. And I'm gonna fucking rip you apart.
Oh, wow. So, I guess this is probably a good time to tell you. Breaking news. As of right now, Joe Blade versus Josh Wolf will happen at the premium live event known as Resurgence.
Good.
You have any last word for Mr. Blade?
Fuck you.
Oh, okay. I like that energy. That energy's good. I like that. It's been going. So, up next, I would like to speak to Mr. North American Champion himself, Richie Rose. Mr. Rose.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine. Was enjoying this day off from Honor Bound. It was pretty dope.
Yeah, we like to provide, the roster with some activities on the day off, and I hope that you had fun doing pottery or learning how to paint or other things you like to do. So, you've surveyed the field. You have seen, talented people come and go. What do you think about Chase Owens?
Ah, yes, the Spartan gladiator, ground shaker, bone breaker, dominator, masturbator. I think he's actually a pretty decent wrestler. He was able to outlast the two people while I was in that triple threat. So I feel like he's a pretty decent wrestler. I don't really hear him talk that much, which kind of
lessens my intrigue, and not entirely, but still there seems to be a little bit of disconnection towards that for me. But from a wrestling standpoint, I think he's fucking phenomenal. Honestly, I feel like he actually brings a lot to the table, and I feel like he could up himself by, speaking a little bit more, but that may just be me.
Speaking of you, I'm going to have you face him next week.
Ah, all
I'll
right.
put you in the ring, and I'll let you know for sure. I will have an opponent named for your North American Championship next week. You will
Ah,
be
hell
defending
yeah.
at Resurgence. Yes, I want to get you on the show. You're a fantastic talent. If you had to take your pick of anyone on the Honor Bound roster that you would love to face, who would it be?
Ooh, anyone. Anyone on the
Yeah, absolutely
honor-bound
anyone.
roster. Okay.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know if this is a basic answer, but I feel like I'd love to face Matsuda Tanaka. I feel like that's a dream match for anyone, honestly. But he has his things to do, and I appreciate that. The man's busy, the man has shit to do, but,
Do you have now that you brought him up, do you have any idea what that Tanaka 0-2 was about? Was that you? Someone sent a message through our feed that just said Tanaka 0-2, and I was wondering if that was you.
I do not care to comment.
Huh. Investigate that because that was not something I sent through our videos. Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, so yes, I think that Mr. Matsuda Tanaka is a very interesting matchup, and I think that you could provide him with said interesting matchup if he is indeed the one that you face. Give any last words for Chase Owens for next week?
You know what? I want you to bring your best, because I've fought men. Foughten isn't a word, but I'm gonna use it. I've fought many people taller than you and bigger than you. Fair to say I love big men. And I would say, yeah, bring your breast, bring your knees, bring everything. Because I know that I will not go down as easily. I had to fight my way back to stardom when I had to face Josh Wolf over the cycle. So you better bring your best up against me. I don't want you to half-ass anything. Because trust me, you will be severely embarrassed if you just half-ass against me. I will tell you that for free. And I will tell you that for free next week on Honor Bound.
Yeah, look at that promotion. You have a feature in that. Thank you for joining us tonight, Richie Rose. I hope that you continue to bring your breast and beat those big men. So,
Yes,
have a
sir.
good night. Next, I'd like to. Okay, I'm gonna try to patch in Swift again. It's kind of hard. I'm gonna try to patch in Swift again. Okay, let me try to call him. Swift, can you hear me? Uh-oh.
Ba-da-bum-bum-ba. What?
Oh, hello.
What?
Are
Hello?
you at a McDonald's?
Hello?
Are you at a McDonald's? Did you get your free Wi-Fi for McDonald's? Are you doing this show at a McDonald's right now?
I don't know what you just said, but I heard something about McDonald's, and, no. Why would I... No, why... No. No. Yeah, can I get ketchup with that? No, I'm not
Well-
anywhere. No. Why would I be on the road right now? Why would I be
I mean,
stopping
you
to get a Big Mac from McDonald's? Like, that is ridiculous. Yeah, can I get some salt as well? Yeah, sorry, what was that? What did you want?
You sound much clearer, so you must have connected. So, I think we have
Okay,
to
thank
talk
you.
to
Can I get some
Mr.
extra ice, please? There's not really much in here. Yeah, thank you.
Uh,
Sorry, yeah?
Wow.
But,
We have to talk to Rob Kamen about tonight.
okay, well, just one second. Sorry, honey, I ordered a Coke. This is a Fanta. Well, I'm sorry, but maybe you should actually look at the screen when you do your job. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Sorry, I'm just having a hard time lately. Please. Thank you. Okay, sorry. We're talking to Rob Kamen?
Yes, in fact, you're going to talk to Rob Kamen.
Oh, I'm gonna talk to Rob Kamen. Okay,
Yes,
okay,
you are.
okay. So, sorry, Rob, 1 second. Okay, thank you. Have a lovely day. Okay, let me just pause this real
Um,
quick. Hold on.
um,
Okay.
do I want to know?
Wait. Hold on. I can't be talking when I'm driving. Just 1 second. 1 second. Okay, almost there. All right, cool. We're good. Okay, so Rob Kateman. I mean, you seem fairly confident going into this best of 7 last week. This is good. Going into the best of 7 last week, but I think something big happened tonight. Honestly, I don't think any of us expected this, but Thomas Starr bouncing back in this series. So when it looked like you might have clean sweeped him, Thomas Starr said, and he came back into this best of 7. Now the score reads 2-1. Rob Kateman, is your confidence going down a little bit after that loss?
Is my confidence going down?
Is your confidence going down? I have to know.
You're kidding, right?
No?
When has my confidence ever gone down?
I mean, I don't know, man. It seems like you've been going through a lot of stuff lately, kind of like I have. I mean, last week we were pretty nice to you, to be fair, pretty nice. And I know there was a lot of people breathing down your neck. Maybe the pressure got to you a little bit. Maybe hearing a lot of the trash that people have been saying might have got in your head a little bit. Do you think that kind of screwed you over?
I'm not really gonna make any excuses. I mean, Star managed to pull it out tonight. I gotta give it to him.
Right. Sorry. I'm pretty hungry. I've been training all week. Tone, do you want to weigh in on this?
I do actually, because I want to ask you a question, Mr. Kamen. So you have been in on around for a little bit now, and you seem to have title opportunity after title opportunity pass you by. Do you think what do you think is the reason for that?
Hard-hitting question. I like it. I'm just being honest. I'm just gonna be honest here. Be transparent. I could blame this person or that person or this situation or that circumstance. I could do that, but I don't want to be that guy this time around. It's all on me. I've dropped the ball sometimes. I've been lackadaisical, but ever since this best of 7 series, I feel like I'm a new Cayman. Because for the first time in honestly a long time, I stopped caring about people's opinions of me, and I just got in there and did the best I could. The series is 2-1. I'm not going to deny that. But I guarantee you this. I'm not going to let this slip by me. This is one opportunity that I'm definitely going to capitalize on. It will be 3-1. And the week after that, it'll be 4-1. That is an absolute. And I don't deal with promises. I don't deal with guarantees. I deal in absolutes.
Like that. I like that fire. Now, I want to ask you another question. Knowing it is 2-1, what makes you think Star is not going to try to even it up? What makes you think he's not going to try to do something before your match to even it up?
I'm hoping he's in the lab. I really am. Because I'm liking this fire
my
in him.
question is like, what if he doesn't need to, what if he attacks you backstage before your match? How would
I'll
you
tell you.
react to that?
Well,
Knowing that he essentially has took your spot in the locker room, how he has become a kind of a new locker room leader to the newer guys, and to know that people kind of respect him a little more than they do you. How do you feel knowing that he could attack you next week and just win because you can't make it to the ring?
You know what? He can have the respect of those double-fisted people. That's not me turning on anybody or insinuating anything. I'm just being honest. I'm keeping it 10 dimes here. He can have their so-called respect. But like I said on Twitter, their approval of me is neither wanted nor needed. I'm just here to make a statement, and I'm here to get an opportunity and to capitalize on an opportunity for the first time in a long time since I've been here. That's my only focus.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. I hope you stay
Hmm.
safe next week. I'm not sure what Thomas Starr is doing because usually he's here. Usually he's here. So I don't know if he's
You know
planning
what
or
I think he's
plotting.
doing? And this is me being
What?
completely honest. I think this man is ploying the complete entire plan on getting rid of Rob Kamen altogether. I think this best of 7 is a ploy to get rid of Rob Kamen from Honor Bound. I think Thomas Starr absolutely hates Rob Kamen's guts, and I think if he beats him in this best of 7, he is going to do his best to drive this man away from Honor Bound. That's what I think is going on, and that's what I think he's doing right now.
Swift, Swift, you just did me a favor by saying that.
You are welcome.
Because now I'll be expecting something from him
Oh.
other than another win.
Oh, oh man, I like that. I like that fire. That fire is hot, just like the spicy McChicken at McDonald's.
What are you talking
Thank you
about?
for the
I'm not at
sponsorship.
McDonald's. Why do you have to bring it up, dick?
Wow, rude. Anyway, thank you, Rob Kamen, for joining us. Up next, I'd like to speak to Mr. Perkins Harris. So,
Yes, sir.
Mr. PH Balance, you are a man who you are a very interesting man. And tonight you had sent some apologies out. You called Carter Bluff. He told you essentially to kick him. What I want to ask you though, and I want you to be honest with me. What do you think about Jack Hunter's match tonight?
You want me to be honest with you?
And I want you to be your unfiltered, honest self. And don't sugarcoat anything because you apologize to someone.
First of all, I think I kind of left your name off that list on the list of people who I was supposed to apologize to, but that doesn't
No,
mean I'm
it's
not
probably
going
for
to
the
be
best that you did.
100%.
Probably for the best that you did because I don't want your apology, nor do I need it.
Fair enough. Yeah, I understand that 100%. See, you want me to be honest about Jack? It sucked. That's just as simple as I can. As simple as I can make it. It sucked. He didn't look ready. He was panicking way too much. He wasn't getting into his rhythm. He can come to Gorilla and tell me that he's still hurting from his match against Enigma Soul and the match that we had against Even Flow a couple of weeks ago. But the bottom line was, I told him he can beat him. He had that confidence. He was talking trash to Don Frost on social media when Don said exactly what Huey was going to do and said he was going to tap out him like he tapped out me. Jack was telling him to shut the fuck up, you don't know shit. Well, it's clear that Jack didn't know shit because that's exactly what Huey did. Am I mad at the outcome? No, because I kind of expected it. Am I disappointed? Yeah. Yeah, I am. It sucks, though. We're supposed to have all this momentum heading into resurgence, and yet life's cold. It sucks.
That's interesting. Interesting. Now, I know you're a very busy man with lots of other things to do. So let me ask you this one question. What happens if you lose those tag team championships at Resurgence? Do you and Jack Hunter go your separate ways? What happens?
With the way that the New Dawn has fell apart at the seams, personally for me, I'm gonna have to go my own separate way. I said it earlier tonight. I want to separate myself. I mean, Tom, think about this. When I fought you at When Worlds Collide, I was teaming with Richards.
And
Yeah, I lost. But I was a tag champion with Richards.
Yep.
And when I was World Heavyweight Champion on COH, I was teaming with Jack and with Aaron. I mean, nobody can name one thing in particular that I have done when I was clearly by myself. Nobody is a team, nobody having my back, nothing. It's not healthy for me. I'll even admit it to myself right here and right now. I'm an amazing talent, but I'm not a tag team wrestler. I'm a singles wrestler. So I'm going to do everything I can possible to keep on to these beautiful tag team championships. I mean, we held them for 100 days now. So I want to keep these as long as I want. In the event that we lose, it's time I go my own way. I need to do that. Because if I don't, then it's going to get worse. Is that all you wanted to ask me?
Yes, it is. You have answered all of my questions. I appreciate you, Mr. Perkins Harris.
Thank you. See you
Thank
later.
you. See ya. So, right now, I'd like to speak to Hunter Quinn and his number one contender, Jeremy Barmer. Mr. Barmore, the opportunity is finally yours. After years of trying to get to this point, you've finally gotten there. At Resurgence, our premium live event live on twitch.tv/Toad Lions Saturday night, February 5th, 6 o'clock p.m. EST, you will face Hunter Quinn and you will be challenging for that honor-bound world champion. How do you feel? Let's hear it.
Well, I feel great. I mean, it's always one of the best feelings to go out there in front of all the fans and do what I do. It was even cooler that I got to do it in the main event. But tonight, it was the way that I submitted myself into getting this match. In a fatal four-way, sure, of course, thought it was going to be Josh Wolf that was going to come out there, wound up being Joe Blade. But of course, I wasn't expecting that, and of course, he didn't actually know what to expect when it came down for me. That's why I had to get rid of him first. Then your boy went on to eliminate Mike Angel, somebody else I know pretty well, only to do the one thing that I've always done, that is overcome the odds, and most importantly, defeat, I ain't Richie Rose here, defeat the biggest man that is in the match to get the spot that I have worked so fucking hard for. Tonight was just a sample of every single bit of fight and determination that I have to become the honor-bound world champion. I've not said this for a long time. The goal is to be the honor-bound world champion. Yeah, I've been tag champ. Yeah, I've been openweight champ. But the goal is to be at the top of the company with the championship that Hunter Quinn got over his shoulder. You said it a lot. It's been said over 1 billion times since. If you're not here to be the world champion, then why are you here? You don't need to be here. You don't deserve to be here. Your boy's been fighting to be world champ for a long time. And now at Resurgence, I got my opportunity. You best believe, Hunter, you're going to have one hell of a fight on your hands come Resurgence.
That's what I like to hear. Now, Mr. Quinn, your response to Mr. Barmer.
Oh, Bummer, I saw all of that match. I saw everything he did in that match. From first eliminated Blade to Angel and finally to Ichi. It really shows the toughness and this trust that Amo has to put Ichi in that match and him being the one of the final two in that match. And you went all the way. And you also said that you defy the odds. I've done that too. I've done that before. I've had one of the most meteoric rises here in Honorbound. From debuting last June by answering the open challenge with CG against the Shotguns, to winning tag titles with CG, to entering that tournament and defeating every man in my way, even defeating Ryan Swift in the finals. And look where I am now. I submitted Carter Blackwell to win his championship. I even defeated and broke the winning record of Chris Aaron to keep the championship. I've been pretty much the example of defying the odds. I'll do it again when it comes to Resurgence. You may be the bigger guy in this match, but I've been known to defeat anyone, no matter height, weight, or size. At the end of the night, I will still be hearing the voice of that announcer say, and still, Armbound World Champion, the Psycho Killer, the ultimate underdog, the top of the mountain, Hunter, motherfucking Quinn.
Well, hold on a second, man. You sit there and you call yourself an underdog, yet you just admitted all of these things that you have done. And you're right. You've been here since, I believe you said June of last year. Dude, I've been here since October of 2018. And you're going to try to sit here and tell me that you went through obstacles. Let me ask you this. When was the last time that you really fucking struggled here in Honorbound? When was the last time that you were ever really met with some real adversity? When was the last time that you looked at somebody across the ring from you and said, I don't know if I can actually beat this guy? When was the last time you done that? Because I really don't think you ever have. But you're going to, though. You're going to real soon. You're going to in the main event of Resurgence. I'm a very different person than a lot of the guys you faced. And yeah, sure, Riot's got the world titles over me. Carter Blackwell, probably the greatest Honorbound world champion. Chris Aaron, the less said about him, the better. But the fact is, man, I'm different than all of them. Somehow you figured them out. When it comes down to going in the ring with a battle-tested warrior like myself, believe me, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I push people to their limits. That's my job. That's what I get paid to do. I get paid to dump people on their heads and see if they can find a way to recover from it. And a lot of times, and especially as you saw tonight, they don't. At Resurgence in the main event, we're going to see what you got. But I'm also going to say, first off, you nasty bastard. Anyway, the fact is, believe me when I tell you, at Resurgence, I will put you through your paces. We're going to see if you really are worthy of being world champion. Because guess what? If you can't, then that championship is coming with me. And there will be nothing that you or anybody else can do on this roster or on this planet that can take it from me.
That's what I like to hear, and I like to hear those between you two. So next week we'll make it official. You two will sign the contract. Winner, you gotta sign the contract to make sure the match is official, and we will go from there. Thank you both men. So now, to close out the show, I would like to bring on Mr. Swift and Mr. Enigma Soul.
Oh shucks, you got me with this, man. Oh, it's kind of scary. But
Yes, I do actually, but it's
envy
because
him.
I wanted to present you. I wanted to let you know the opportunity he has next week.
Okay, what is this?
Mr. Will Still is facing Enigma Soul next week.
Yikes, dog. Yikes, dog. Yikes! He's gonna die. Oh, that's gonna be great. You know what? I don't want to be in the van next week. Can I watch that? I want to watch that. I want a front row seat. I will get out of this van and I will go to the ring and I will watch Will Still get his ass beat by the Soul Taker, by the Dead Man Walking. I'm gonna call him Dead Man Walking since he's supposed to be dead, but I guess he's alive. That's great though. That's great news. Thank you.
No problem, Mr. Soul. Let's hear about this opportunity. Go ahead, Clay.
Yeah. Before I say anything, you might want to fix up your little van because I heard there was some people calling the police about that. So yeah,
What do you mean
you
call
might
it
want to check
complete?
that out.
It's the family van, Enigma Soul. It's the family van. It was a van that Ricky had. It was a van that was in my family. Even Lions had the van at one point. It's the family van. It's not creepy. It's not weird. It's a van, and I'm in there so I don't get fired from COH. Do you not understand the point of the family van? It's the family van.
All right. Calm down. So,
Wait,
Mr. Soul, as much as I know you want to have some fun, um, it seems like you're not focused on the people in front of you because you're cracking a lot of jokes for a guy that's going into a match with someone who almost killed you. So
oh,
when is that switch gonna flip?
trust me. That switch is. I'm waiting for that right moment. I'm getting this all out the way. See, I might look like I'm joking and all that kind of stuff. See me crack some jokes here and there, but I'm laser focused. See, I ain't gonna sit there. I'm not that type of person to tell or what I'm going to do. See, that was the old me. You know, you seen it. You seen I always did those creepy videos, those dropping blood on people and all that kind of stuff. I'm done with all that. I'm going to show it when I get into that fight with Chris Ann. See, I'm just letting this all build up. I'm letting it all build because it's funny to me because everybody wants to say that they made me. Nobody has been there. Aaron has not been there at Honor 50, where I became the Soul Taker. He hasn't been there when I won my first world title. He hasn't been there when I won Tag Team Gold and all that stuff over there in COH. He has not been there. And it's funny to me because he says he made me. I think it's a laughing matter. That's why I'm doing the things I'm doing right now. Because in the end, it's going to be pendants when I get him into the ring. When I beat the living shit out of him. See, in general, I'm going to put the word death into his name. By the end of Resurgence, he will beg. He will be begging for death once I'm done with him. He will beg. He'll be begging for me to kill him until he can't take it anymore. So when you say if I'm focused, I'm definitely focused. I'm getting all this. I'm just thinking that this is a laughing matter because in the end, I'm going to unleash every single bit of hurt, pain, suffering, and eye gouging moment when I release every bit of punishment. He said I sell my soul to the devil. That's a laughable matter. You might as well just call this a resurrection because I have been reformed. But he has awakened something that's been ready to be a little bit dangerous. See, without all that spookiness, without all those creepy videos, without all that smoke and mirrors and every single face paint, everything in the world, without all that, you're about to see something really dangerous. A very, very, very reason why I am the Reaper. That I got that name, the Soul Taker. And that's what's getting ready to happen. So yes, Stone, I'm always focused. I may look like be joking a lot, but I'm very, very focused.
I
I
like to
got
hear
plans.
that. I like to hear all that, and I like to hear that you're focused, and I'm happy, and I'm really happy that you're going to go into your match with Will Still next week focused. So, I'd like to thank everyone for joining us tonight on this edition of Hardmic.
Wait. Tone, getting a bit ahead of yourself.
Yes.
You know, we do have a little bit of time here, Tone. So you know what? I'm curious. Would you like to interview me a little bit? I'm down to ask
Sure.
some questions. I got some time in my hands. I mean, I'm not really doing much here.
Okay. So we'll interview Mr. Flip. Mr. Flip, I actually didn't prepare any questions for you, so I'm just going to give you the microphone and let you do what you want to
Oh shucks, I wasn't prepared for that.
do. Of course you weren't. So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
So next week you'll be front and center for the match with Enigma Soul and Will Still. Are you watching that match solely to gain an edge to beat him, or are you watching that match just as a fan?
Well, when it comes to that, it kind of goes two ways, because me as a person, I don't respect Will Still. I don't like Will Still. He's disrespected me on many occasions, as I've shown you in that video package earlier tonight. There's a lot of things that I have against that man, and when it comes to next week, it's going to be both, because one, I think it's going to be a fantastic match for Honor Bound Friday 6 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Code Lions. Great show. I'm going to be watching as a fan, but I'm also going to be watching it to scout him, but I'm also going to be watching it because I'm going to enjoy him getting punched in the face. And it might not come from me first, but as long as he's getting punched, I'll be a happy man. Next question?
So let me ask you, I think a question that I have avoided asking you. What happens if you lose?
Huh. I mean, if I'm being honest...
What happens if you've spent all this time and all this energy getting ready, excuse me, and you go out there and he beats you?
I haven't really...
What happens to the man, Ryan Swift, if he loses to Will Steele?
I haven't really thought about this one, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot riding on this match. This is 5 years in the making. And the fact that Will Steele was actually still back in Honor Bound today kind of just like... It's surprising to me. I'm putting a lot of work in this match, and don't get me wrong, I might be here cracking jokes all night long about me being my van. Hell, I just went to McDonald's like 5 minutes ago to get a Big Mac. But, I'm taking this seriously. This is one of the biggest matches in my life, and I've experienced a lot of big matches. I mean, even against U-Tone, we fought on the grandest stage of them all in the main event. We've done a lot of things, I've done a lot of things, and I still consider this on top of the chain. This might be the most important match in my career for different reasons. Because as I was saying earlier, I have a lot of demons right now. There's a lot of people that have problems with me. And Will Still, he kind of started the chain reaction for me. And I feel like if I can't beat him, then I fail to beat my demons. And if I fail to do that, then maybe I shouldn't be in Honor Bound anymore. I don't know. If I can't beat Will Still, maybe I just shouldn't be here, because I'm just going insane anyway. And if I lose to him, oh my god, I don't know what I would do. I don't know. And that is why it's not an option for me, Tone. It's not an option for me. It's not if I lose, it's when I win. Because I absolutely refuse to lose against Will Still at the Premium Live event on February 5th. I will not lose. It is not an option. And that is my answer to that one.
All right. I think that was the question I've been holding on to for a couple weeks, and you answered it beautifully. So I'd like to thank you, Mr. Swifty, for joining me tonight. I'd like to thank the entire roster for joining me tonight. Next week, we have a bunch of big matches on tap for you kids. So, thank you for watching and listening to the show. And remember,
I would like to end this on a
okay,
pretty
you
serious note.
you can end the show.
Thank you. So I would also like to.
And
thank
if you say what I think you're going to say,
what would I say?
I will disconnect you from this call.
What call? Oh yeah.
End the show.
Okay, well,
End the
I
show.
don't know what you're thinking, but I was just going to say I would like to thank you all for coming out here tonight. It's been very much fun tuning to Honor Bound and COH next week. Absolutely stacked shows. It's going to be amazing. Y'all are the best audience in the world. I love it here. And I will be out in my van next week to watch that main event with Enigma Soul and Will Steel. It's going to be great. So, without further ado, good fight. Good night. What's the Amelia show? Good night.
Motherfucker.